Hey everyone, Steve Linder here. I'm just in the studio filming some content, and I just got a text from my buddy Calvin up in Toronto reminding me about the Toronto Power Team coming up here in just a few weeks. Now, he didn't really need to tell me about it because I've been looking forward to it since the last time I was up there. And the only reason being is last time we had a blast. It was a packed house, which is always good. But the cool part, though, is I got to meet so many people and hear the different stories about how people have already been using what they learned from me prior to that. If you're coming back again, I'd love to hear what you've been doing since I last spoke with you. But the cool part, though, is there's so much new content. If you've been following me on Facebook, I've been all around the world and helping people, whether from military to families in duress to helping businesses succeed and really blow up huge. The key here now, though, is really looking at where are we? You see, there's a lot going on in the world, and a lot of people are like, well, yeah, we know there's a lot going on in the world. Look at all the problems with the shootings. It seems like every other day we look at businesses that are falling apart and countries that are falling apart. Yeah, that stuff is there, and quite honestly, that stuff has always been there. And if we don't do something, that stuff will always be there as well. But there's also been a lot of great things going on. But you see, usually what captures the media's attention is all the sensationalism of the stuff that really, kind of blows up huge in our faces. And the reality of it is that nothing good ever happens and nothing bad ever happens. What happens is, quite honestly, the meaning that we give to all these different events in our lives. Now, some of you are thinking, but look, this bad event may have happened to me personally. And if it did, here's what I can tell you. That event happened to you personally. Whether it was the loss of a loved one, loss of a house or a business or whatever. The key, though, what most people don't realize, though, is that you have total control over what all of these events mean. Now, the key to being able to have that control, though, is having a good strategy on how to assign the most appropriate or the best meaning that empowers you, that doesn't limit you. So what we're going to be talking about at the Toronto Power Team are the strategies of how and why we process things the way that we do, but also actionable strategies that you can use to say, okay, this is the reality of what is. How can I take this? How can I learn from it? How can I grow? How can I integrate all these different things into my life? And how can I go share these distinctions with other people as well, thereby amplifying all the good learnings you've gotten from those events for yourself and others. So look forward to an action-packed night. If it's your first time, definitely bring paper. If you're there before, hopefully your hand is recovered from taking so many notes last time, and we'll see you there in Toronto.